Correct. Safe harbor provisions must be calculated in estoppel because when the financial institutions take over, they're entitled to the protection of the safe harbor, 1% of the original mortgage amount or 12 months, and nothing else. Everything else has to be written off as a bad debt line item, which is another accounting procedure we have to go through when we do issue those estoppel letters. So it's not that simple as printing out and giving it to them.
And in addition, if I understood your testimony correctly, when you give an estoppel certificate, you're basically bound legally by what you say in there, and that's the amount. And if you make a mistake or it's inaccurate somehow or what have you, what happens with any money that may be owing that isn't reflected on that estoppel?
Well, Mr. Chairman, I'm glad you asked that and pointed that out because we actually pay very expensive E&O insurance, specifically for this liability, and our insurance agents and our risk assessors give us a questionnaire and ask us the volume of estoppels that we do, how many units we manage, and how often do we do estoppels, how much do we charge, and if we've ever had a claim put against us. So that all goes into the price point of the estoppels, and they're averages. They're good operators charge anywhere between $200 and $400, depending on the complexity and liability of the instrument. And some of these estoppels, I know that this particular bill, it only speaks about the elements that are owed that we spoke about, the elements of what is owed and the special assessments, but many times the title agents, and I don't know if they realize this or not, are getting a 2-for-1 because with the estoppel request, they're also submitting a condo questionnaire. I've answered estoppels that are anywhere from 20 to 62 questions, 5-6 pages long. What is is there a recreational lease? Is there a outstanding litigation? Is there any violations on the association? And all of that has to be accurate, and I'm civilly liable for it.
Just one quick question, because you did mention, and I know that the general gist of the testimony is opposition to any kind of cap, but you did mention a range, and you said that your best operators are between $200
and $400.
And $400. Would that capture about what percentage of all cases in estoppel letters? 95%, 98%? Say for some outliers, what would be your best estimate?
In our firm, we charge $250 for a basic estoppel. We will get you a 7-day turnaround time. That's just our policy. And if you want a rush fee and you want to get it in 48 hours, you pay an additional $50. So it's not that much of an incentive, but we do it to provide good service. Why? Because these things these price points are negotiated competitively when we're at the association trying to get the management contract. Those boards of directors are asking, well, how much do you charge for estoppel letters? Because this all has to do with the flow of the real estate transactions at the association.
So the association has an interest in making sure that whatever management company they hire to run the association, if you will, is competitive in their prices and isn't gouging anybody.
Absolutely, and those that charge more will be priced out of the market. And I was going to mention this in your amendment, and I do want to reserve my time for my comment card.